Next up is a segment that we call our best thing of the week. In June of 1978, a filmmaker named Gary Davis, armed with a Bolex H16 camera, you can only see it now in the Smithsonian, and a cassette recorder, set out to document a gay pride parade celebration in Washington, D.C. The result was a unique two-roll documentary capturing the spirit of what LGBTQ plus community during a time when visibility was still a rarity. Remember that phrase, pride is a protest? Well, that's what you're getting ready to see. The clip opens with a man speaking about the GAA, Gay Activist Alliance of Washington, D.C., and the group's plans to raise awareness around educating people on gay issues and what, quote, gays are all about. That's what we had to do in the 70s. As elimination.
Notice what he said.
In addition, I learned it much later. In addition to the visual footage, the documentary is accompanied by music from Casse Culver with a song, What We Gonna Do About Anita. Adding an extra layer of emotion to the film, it is a must-watch video on the internet right now.
What I think about this place, I think it's nice, man. I think it gives people a chance to get together, you know, and to communicate with each other, you know, both gay and straight, you know. It's whatever turns you on, you know, that make you feel good. You have to live with the life that you live, you know, and you have to be content with the life that you live with and whatever makes you happy, you know. And I think that this is a good thing because it brings all people together, you know.
This is a piece of history. To watch the whole video, go to youtube.com @GDavisLoop. Best thing of the week, DC Gay Pride Day 1978, a 16 millimeter short film surfaces. What do we think about the history that this captures?
I love all the black and brown that I see in the video. Sorry, I got really sorry about that.
No, you're good. You did Max. Go ahead, do Max. Go ahead, do Max.
I know, but it's just, you know, it's just, you know, most of the videos that we see from back then, right? It's a sea of white men, and that's it. And in this one, you get black and brown. You even get a pretty woman there that could get it.
Yeah, that was
you saw her; she could get it.
Yeah. There were a few pretty women.
There were
in that.
several there. There
were quite a few pretty women in that video.
This is also just as much of a warning, though, too. You look at just the size of the number of people that got together, and when I looked in that audience and saw drag queens and kids together, it also just made me think, like, are we even further? Are we sliding even further backwards
The answer
in
is yes.
2023 than they were in 1978?
Yeah. The only thing that's missing is pushing the pie into Anita Bryant's face. That's all that's
So
missing.
I agree. I saw a time warp. I'm like, are we still there? And how far have we truly come? Now I do agree, Faye, that the beautifulness of the inclusivity, Bacardi. But if you've ever been to a DC moment, the percussion, that's all DC. And you saw the true element of 70s, of the percussions, the folks with the brown colors of and so their maracas. I mean, I think all that is beautiful. I would love for us to go back to that kind of pride where we can be together and not really worry about what this sibling is doing, what this sibling is doing, but just be in pride together and at peace. And that's what I saw there. I saw love. I saw what you saw.
Love.
There's
Yeah.
not a lot of hangout
and
opportunity at Pride now. It's like, you know, you go to the parade, you go through the booths, or you go to the specific events, but there's something much more communal happening there.
Much less rainbow capitalism.
And not segregated. And not segregated. Our prides are segregated.
If we
Absolutely.
choose to change that, we can.
Is it messed up that I want to go to those people and go, it's for nothing? All this protest that you're doing right now, it's for shit. And about, in 40 plus years, this is what we're going to be.
Al is sitting right here.
We can change it. Sunday, I'm going to the Miami Beach Pride Parade.
Whoop, whoop.
And I have a poster. And I'm going to walk in the parade, and I'm carrying a poster. On one side, it supports safe schools. And I'm going to walk with safe schools. On the other side, it says Miami Beach Pride, and then it has two check boxes. And one checkbox says party, and it's unchecked, and the other checkbox says a riot, and it's checked. And that's what I'm going to do.
Listen. So Prism's walking in Pride, right? And firmly believe Pride is a protest. We're chanting, we're yelling, we're screaming. God, is it cathartic to yell and scream when our rights are continuously being stripped away. So if you want to yell,
come with you.
But not only that, think about those protests and those things, they were also build-ups. And so if I saw someone that was hurting, we gave hugs, we gave love, we built encouragement. Yeah. I don't see that often nowadays in the product. As you point out, not only is it a protest, but it's the check-in. It's like, I hug you, I see your work, keep it going. Let's encourage each other.
Yeah.
And so that's the next box. Are you loving?
Can I suggest one other thing of one of the things that I think why this is best thing of the week is we get to watch this in 1978, and it is so primitive. I graduated from high school in 1978, and I look at this and I don't even recognize it. And the reason I don't recognize it is I don't think I was gay in 1978. And I went to the University of Central Florida, became president of a fraternity, president of the Student Activity Council, and I don't think I was gay yet. And, that's 1979, 80, 81, 82. This is Washington, D.C. One other thing of why this is best thing of the week is almost 50 years later of this film that you watch in Washington, D.C., that city that of the video you just saw will host the World Pride 50 years later from that video you just saw. I'm going to be there, and I encourage you all to come with me. It's going to be amazing.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.